Alright, so now in this section, I'm going to give you a special treat, and I'm going to show you one of my own personal workouts that I do to train myself. I do a lot of teaching, a lot of correspondence, and one of the most common questions that I get from people is what I do to train, how I develop my skill, how I develop my strength, and so on. So what I want to do here is I'm going to show you exactly what I do, and I'm going to demonstrate and go through the entire workout, one of the workouts that I do to maintain my conditioning. Now, over the course of a year, I don't always do the same workout. It really will depend on what my goals are at that specific time. For example, if I'm training for a kettlebell competition, my training is going to be much more simplistic. There's not going to be a lot of variety. It's going to be focused on the specific lifts for the competition. However, for maintaining overall fitness and a well-rounded strength and conditioning and athletic ability, I like to combine a lot of different variety into my program so that I address balance, coordination, agility, flexibility, as well as strength, conditioning, and so on. So you have a very well-rounded approach to the training. And so that's what we're going to do in this particular section and generally my training is about an hour to 10 minutes to complete the whole training. So that's exactly what you're going to be seeing today. And I encourage you to follow along with this workout. However, keep in mind that you're going to adjust the weights and the rest periods to your level of fitness. I'm going to start with a warm-up, and then after the warm-up, I'm going to go immediately into the bulk of the training session. And then when I train, I take breaks when I need it. And that's going to vary depending on how I feel on a given day. If I'm a little more tired or if I'm working extra hard, I may take maybe a 3-minute break. If I feel real strong and I have good momentum, then I might take a 30-second or a minute break periodically between exercises. So while I'm going through this program, if I'm taking a short break, we're just going to keep the camera rolling. But when I need to take a longer break, such as a 2 or 3 minute break, we're going to turn the camera off, and then a screen is going to come up letting you know that that's your opportunity to take a break as well. If I'm taking a 2-minute break and you're not quite ready after 2 minutes, then it's okay to take a little bit longer break, but don't take any longer than 5 minutes between exercises, because then you'll start losing momentum, your body will start cooling off, and it'll defeat the purpose of the entire training. So before we get started, I just want to show you the tools of the trade that's going to be used. Obviously, the kettlebells are going to be the #1 tool that's been featured extensively in the DVD series that you're observing today, as well as the Volume 1 encyclopedia, and as well as some of the earlier DVDs that I've done. Now, I've never actually shared or revealed what my personal training routines are. So this is the first time that I'm ever giving you a behind-the-scenes look at my particular training.